Good morning. It is the 14th of January and I am sitting at our spot on the cliff tops. Hal and I have just been for a big walk and she likes to sit here. We haven't done this path in a little while. Well, actually, we've never done this route. I'm trying to extend her, make it all a bit bigger. There she is, having a sniff on her long lead. Yeah, it's already halfway through January and I don't know how that happened. It's really weird. It's weird to think about. I feel like I've done nothing, but also like there's everything happening. There's been so many appointments since everything went back on the 6th of January, and I'm like a little bit afraid about how this year is going to go because I've got 3 kids with things going on and they all have appointments and I have to manage that as well as school pickups and drop-offs and everything else that's needed. So it's the last few days have felt really busy. And just like there's a lot to do, so I'm trying to remind myself that I get nice and early so I can get work done. If only I could do the work right now. I'm just too tired. It's too hot and muggy and gross and I don't like it. I'm not functioning very well at all. I only function in the mornings. I'm not much use by the time it gets to lunchtime. I kind of can't string a sentence together, and if I don't have a nap I'm basically useless at night time. Anyway, I thought I'd just do a quick check-in here. I got so many ideas for things that I want to do and it's just about finding the energy right now to do them. Specifically YouTube. Like I've got so many video series I want to start. I've got a new project I want to talk about. Plans for the year, that kind of thing. So I might get into that later in the video. We'll just see how I do. I'm not even sure where this is going to join up or where it'll fit in, but I thought I'd better take some anyway. I'm going to stop talking and show you the scenery because it's much prettier than I am. The sea is so calm today. There are surfers down there. I don't know if you can see them. This is the surf beach in my town and also the dog beach. These are the Sugarloaf Islands. There's 2 over there and then we've got Paratutu. Oh, and the chimney, of course. But isn't it absolutely gorgeous? This island, this one here, actually is in one of my books. It inspired a monster. We call him Frank. That's not his actual name. But I don't know if you can see, there's like 2 holes in the bushy bits, and they look a bit like eyes to me. And I was like walking with my kid one day and I was like, oh, that could be a monster. And then they were like, you have to call it Frank. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I did. So anyway, this is the stunning view that I get to see very often, including this stunning view. Hey, hello baby. And yeah, I'm gonna head home now. It's probably almost 7 a.m. Yeah. Good morning. It's the 17th now and I should be walking the dog, but it was a really rough night and I'm just kind of waiting until she gets up and she's annoyed enough by me not walking her before we head out. Yeah, so I thought I'd talk a little bit more about my plans for the year, which are nebulous and not really in any kind of detail. I'm not that YouTuber. I'm not that writer anymore. I'm not saying I'm going to do this and this and this and this. I have several projects that I want to work on, a couple co-writes and then my own stuff. So I'm currently working on revising the 3 monster romance novellas. Oh, see, she's starting to get annoyed. The 3 romance novellas that were in the Monsters in Love anthologies. So working on revising those so I can release them individually under my own name, and working on building up some stuff for the co-writes that I'm going to be working on. One's the second Kotahi Bay book, which is going to be awesome. I've got so many notes already. Just waiting for my co-writer to have the time and headspace to talk through that with me so we can work on how we're going to tackle this one. And then working with my other co-writer Dee, my Canadian bestie, to kind of create the world and the characters and just working on building up all that stuff before we start hashing out the kind of details of book 1, 2, and 3. So that's really fun. I've picked like a play project for myself for the year, which is something I wanted to work on for ages, and I'm going to make a video about that soon. You can't really see them, stacks of books here, which are kind of aligned in one way or another with what I'm working on, that I want to talk about, and working my way through reading them all as well. I'm not setting any reading goals for the year. Normally I do. I do the Goodreads challenge, and I do the Book Riot challenge as well. So I normally, and then other reading challenges that pop up, and I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds fun, I want to do that. But it's not always working, and I feel like I just want to read what I want to read. I want to read mostly off my bookshelves because I have so many books. I want to keep working through those. That's going terribly. If you watched another video, the one about the December reading, I am halfway through the month and haven't even finished one print book. So you can tell I'm not doing very well on that this month. Mostly I want to focus on building the career that I want to, one that is focused on me being the most me I can be, on writing the books that only I can write, on writing the things that I love, and just finding all the joy I can in my writing and bringing it to the page for readers. So yeah, it's very weird to go into a year without any kind of concrete goals. Like I have no pre-orders, and I've got nothing. I've got one, but not till December, and we'll probably have that book done before then anyway. There's nothing pending, and I think in some ways that's a good thing, because as I said at the start of this video, there's so much going on, so much, and it's exhausting, and I don't know what's going to happen once the kids go back to school, and I don't know what my big kid's going to be doing, and I don't know what life is going to look like. And so it feels good to me to go, I can get up every day and I can focus on the next thing that I need to be doing to get towards my big goals of like earning more money as a writer, that kind of thing. But I'm not setting anything arbitrary. I just want to go with the flow, I guess. Which really does seem so counter to what everyone else is doing. But that doesn't work for me, and I don't need the stress. So we're just going to rock this new year, and it'll bring whatever it brings, and I will flow and adapt, because that's what I do. I did pick 2 words for the year, and I think part of me is terrified because the first word already feels like it's just never going to happen, and that's expansion, and that is, I just want a more expansive life. I want more time. I want more freedom. And I already feel like I'm just being cut up into little pieces, and like putting myself in pockets and not really having time to just be all of me. So I definitely have to work on that one. I think it's going to come with some boundaries and some important conversations in the household, and that's okay. The second one will shine, because I need to allow myself the space and the time to bring everything to the table, and to make my books shine my inner light out into the world, all those kind of things. So yeah, anyway, that is me. I'll put eyelashes in my eyeballs, and that's really annoying. I should probably cut that, but I probably won't because I'm lazy. I'm going to go and get ready to walk the dog now, before it gets too much later, and maybe brush my hair, stuff like that. Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys are well. I do love watching everyone else's videos about what they're doing for the new year, what their goals are. It's nice to watch them and not feel like I can compare my goals, or like be happy for other people to have their plans and see how much joy it brings them, and also bask in my own joy at not having that. So yeah, my voice is really weird lately. I have essential tremor, and my hands shake and your voice box shakes, and it's really annoying. yeah, I just feel like it's quite shaky lately, and maybe that's the tiredness as well. So anyway, I will catch you later. Thanks for watching, and drop a like or a comment.